Ooh.
Heartworm. That's bad for you.
That's bad for dogs.
That's just generally bad for you. I like that's just giving us a random one each time, so I don't even have to like go to the next one.
It just says, it just tells you this is what you want. It just knows what you want.
Yeah, we're just playing them in a random order. Sam receives a strange tape in the mail. Watching it brings her to a deeply unsettling place that feels strangely familiar. Her heartworm. She has heartworm.
Go to your vet and get your dog heartworm medication, everyone.
Yeah, or they will die.
Yeah.
Or whatever heartworm does.
It is that. They literally live in their heart and block it all up.
Most things in the heart are bad. The heart's pretty much got
especially love. Love in there is the worst.
Yeah, no, that'll fuck you up.
She looks like she's ready to
Jill
fucking
Valentine with a leg tattoo.
Ooh, yeah, I like her. She's ready to kick some ass.
She is Resident Evil as fuck.
When you wake up,
I gotta check if the controller works because keyboard and mouse. This will be weird. Oops.
Whoa.
Controls. Nope. There we go. Okay. So B does that, apparently. Is there a sprinting button?
No, you just like to walk like seductive and slow. Only option.
No. They're so inconsistent. They're not inconsistent. They're consistently not supporting controller. But in this case, it's a old school like PlayStation 1 like tank controls horror game. So I was like, please controller.
If I woke up and I was wearing an outfit like this, I would know that I was in a video game.
Someone dressed me.
I am a protagonist.
Yeah. I think I have a guess at the gender of who dressed me.
I don't know. I would do it.
What does my interact? Do I click on things? Do I click on things? Interact is L. And tab is my inventory. Okay, I would never have guessed that L was interact.
Yeah, that seems unusual. But frankly, I'm terrible at keyboard games in general, so...
Clinician's evaluation. Sam, redacted. 23-year-old female. Average height, weight,
That's
no relevant
vague.
medical history. You're so average and young and no medical. Patient reported insomnia, recurring intrusive thoughts related to self-harm and harm to others, low self-esteem, obsessive tendencies, episodes of panic and high baseline anxiety, 7 of 10. Patient described these symptoms as chronic and varying in severity, but no medical history.
Yeah.
It's like, huh?
But maybe it's the first time she's gone out and asked for help.
Possibly related to traumatic events from childhood. Patient also mentions social relationships suffering as a result of symptoms. Observation. Preliminary labs returned normal. Heart rate and blood pressure elevated. Patient avoided eye contact and appeared anxious. She only spoke when queried. Patient appeared detached, preoccupied with thoughts. Assessment. The following diagnoses are based on the currently available information and may change as additional information becomes available. Post-traumatic stress disorder, obsessive compulsive disorder, anxiety disorder, unspecified. Major depressive disorder, recurrent moderate panic disorder, generalized anxiety disorder. Plan. Need to gather more information. Patient referred to psychiatrist for further evaluation and urged to follow up at clinic in 7 days. Patient encouraged to research exposure therapy.
I don't know how often people still use exposure therapy.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Well, now we know when this takes place.
I would instantly be terrified by that.
By somebody delivering mail?
A VHS tape? Not even in a package?
Yeah.
That's the Ring.
I mean, people just are like, I have a way to deliver. It's like, here's a tape I borrowed.
Hey, you get that thing I sent you?
If they're durable, you can just fucking yeet it through a door into a room. As long as the dog doesn't get it.
Here's my copy of The Last Unicorn you asked to borrow. Chuck through the
Truly is The Last
slot.
Unicorn, and now it's broken. I'm not hungry. You look hungry.
I want to ask what's in your fridge. I didn't ask if you're hungry.
Put the tape in. Let's see what's on it.
I'd assume it was a death threat. I'd be so scared.
Yay.
Who does that?
Don't you want to find out it's like a snuff film and be like, yay?
Well, I would think that would be aimed at me if they sent me a snuff film. I'd be like, this is you next.
Maybe someone was just knew you were a Poon Poon fan and wanted to make you feel immersed.
Oh gosh. Nobody send me snuff films, please.
Weird request.
Not real ones, maybe fake ones. We'll talk about it.
That's like half of your media taste is fake snuff films.
Yeah.
Down when you get down to it.
Well, I don't want to go
Said
to
snuff film way too many times in a YouTube video.
I don't want to go to jail, so I don't want any real ones.
This place looks neat. Look at that textured gravel floor.
She's what?
Do you remember?
Rem.
Oh, it's way bigger than I thought it was. I thought it was above me. Like at this angle, it doesn't look like it's closer to the camera than I am. It looks like it's just closer to the camera and like it's above me.
Do.
And I kept getting closer, and it was like the fucking Willy Wonka hallway.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god.
Doyo Rem.
That makes
Ember.
it much less subtle than I thought it would be.
She has a friend whose name is Doyo,
Do you rem Ember?
and her middle name's Rem, and their last name's Ember.
That's the kind of miscommunication that you would base an entire like Phoenix Wright or Zero Escape around.
Yeah, like something really like unlikely.
Actually, what it was really saying was this stupid thing.
If you switch this letter,
That changes everything.
their handwriting was bad, and
Yeah.
actually,
The garage door won't budge. The opening is too small to crawl through.
no, it's not.
Yeah, you're lying to me. I don't appreciate being lied to. My own brain. I guess she is mentally ill, so her mind does just lie to her.
Do you remember?
September. What's the thing I was thinking of though?
Oh, so this other song that goes. I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Yeah. I only know that from the H. Bomber guy.
Because there's the I think there's a part that says, "Do you remember?"
Wasn't it the Cadbury egg commercial with the
What?
with the gorilla that plays the drums?
What?
But we know that song for different reasons.
Oh, I just know that song because I know that song.
Yeah.
Is there a Cadbury commercial with a gorilla playing drums to that song? Wow,
other song I'm
that
thinking?
fridge was moved.
Subtle. Do you remember?
September.
What is that song?
I don't know.
Aqualung. Okay. The wall's covered in deep scratches. That was bothering me that I couldn't remember what it was at first.
Oh, do you remember like the winter's foggy freeze?
Yeah.
Something.
It's the
In
weird.
your lungs
it's the part-
causes agony.
It's the part where his voice sounds distant and the song's quiet.
I really like the album cover of that album. I know this is like it's not related to this
I
game.
just
Sorry,
really,
guys.
really, really like the song Aqualung.
My mom always hated it because it was about a creepy pervert.
A handful of non-fiction novels. Nothing particularly interesting. Just judging people here, huh? Your trash is I almost said your trash is taste.
Your trash is trash.
A handful of non-fiction novels. Still garbo. Look at these stairs.
They
This ongoing thing is just like stairs are constantly sabotaged in video games because people have to build realistic environments.
But they can't. They don't want you going upstairs.
Yeah, they constantly don't have space. They constantly have space they don't want to use. So like, the two things most likely to be destroyed in a video game are mirrors and stairs.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to render the mirror. Because usually the way they render mirrors is rendering an entire separate room that just is copying whatever's happening in your room, and it's just too much. And then they usually like stairs are a whole other level they have to design. So instead they always have like furniture that's mysteriously like thrown down the stairs, or the stairs have like collapsed.
Well, I like that better as
like
a.
Ed, Edd and Eddie.
Yes. I remember that.
Mom says that I've been bad.
So she took the
my
stairs. What a horrifying thought.
He's just in the basement and he doesn't have stairs.
He can't get out.
The TV won't turn off. There's a VHS player. There's no tape in it. What was the thing you're gonna say?
No, I was gonna say I like it better than when you go out of bounds and the game like tells you, like it gives you text and it says you don't want to go that way or something stupid like that and it turns you around forcefully.
Back this shit up.
I hate when games do that. I'm like, I'd rather have it be blocked or something silly like that. These people.
She's like a dog looking for her tail.
Where is it? Where did it go?
What's mine say?
Why? I mean, they must. There's a lot of people sitting at that table.
Look at all that fine china.
Call it fina.
Fina. I think our goal is just to find every chapter's VHS tape. Maybe.
I got Aqualung stuck in my head, Key.
That's good.
Nah, that's not bad. could be much worse.
Dee dee dee. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. She's too lazy to just go under a door. So now I've got to go solve puzzles.
Gosh darn.
Feeling a little aimless right now.
Yeah, I don't know exactly where you're supposed to be going. I mean, there's definitely something going on in the backyard. But how do you get there?
It's locked on the other side, as front doors tend to be.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, like, that ramen game where you were locked in from the other side, or locked inside from inside, makes no sense.
Oh. Of course. Of course the entire street is just covered in plywood.
Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
We're building stuff over here, just don't worry about it.
You just somehow drove here with your car that's still on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming we're in like a dream sequence, right? So, I mean, you know.
Nonsense is happening.
My dreams are definitely not even this coherent.
Nah. There's no door. So that building just doesn't have a door. It's just a garage door and nothing else. Maybe I can go through this gate?
There we go. Try that. Oh, everything, the whole world's locked.
A chain and padlock are wrapped around the handle.
I mean, I guess this is...
Maybe you can get a key, or maybe you can get a bolt cutter.
Maybe you can get a life.
An item that is strangely common in video games.
They're just teaching you how to break into places.
Along with crowbars, but yeah, but only in a very rudimentary way.
What? Oh, well, you just phased through the refrigerator.
Wait, what?
You used it as a door. Oh my gosh, you did phase through the refrigerator.
Was that supposed to do that?
Well, I think the point is that it's very heavily implied that there is a thing there.
I don't think that was supposed to work that way.
Then you ruined it by coming back.
No, I don't think that was supposed to happen
at all.
I think you're supposed to find a thing that makes the refrigerator move. I don't think you're supposed to accidentally clip through it and teleport into the next level.
I just thought it was like implied that you moved it.
I think I cheated when I got in there.
So I cheated.
I am a cheater. Oh, wait. VHS.
Oh my goodness.
There's actually a number of VHSs here. It's like right next to it. There's no tape in it. Use one of the tapes.
Excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît.
Those aren't novels, they're a window.
I have gone to other people's houses, though, and looked at their books and been like, nothing interesting here. People do have pretty trash tastes.
I unlocked it.
Well, that's cool.
Now I can use the front door anyway.
This is my house now.
I'm fucking lost.
Just use a wine bottle and jimmy it.
Ooh, new room.
Oh, there's a key right there.
Hallucinations. As a trauma-based memory, implications for psychological interventions. Routine information processing involves a process called contextual integration, whereby detailed encoding of incoming stimuli takes place, which facilitates later memory recall. For example, being able to remember who was at your birthday by recalling a full contextual image of the event. Also, being able to remember what happened before and after a specific event due to integration of relevant temporal information. However, during a traumatic event, the need for a quick behavioral response requires rapid information processing. This is achieved through a temporary decrease in contextual integration and a quick response based on a basic perceptual processing. The provision of a rapid response to danger has the consequence of a vulnerability to experiencing intrusive memories of the stressful event at a future date. The reduced contextual processing of a trauma stimuli makes them difficult to recall on a voluntary basis, due to the lack of integration with cues which normally facilitate recall. However, the information is typically triggered involuntarily by stimuli which have a perceptual match to some aspect of the traumatic event. For example, the sound or visual stimuli, that invokes memory of the event. Therefore, within these theories, reduced levels of contextual integration are considered central to the development of trauma-related intrusive memories. Therefore, the intrusions may be maintained through a number of cognitive and behavioral processes, such as avoidance, in order to develop a presentation of PTSD. However, in order to be diagnosed with PTSD, the individual or their clinician is likely to be confident that the intrusions are in fact memories of a stressful event. A number of pages destroyed. In summary, the relationship between hearing voices, seeing visions, and traumatic events continues to intrigue clinical researchers. However, a full theoretical understanding remains elusive. The subgroup of voices and visions which are directly linked to stressful events are likely to be responsive to interventions which are based on well-developed theoretical understanding of reactions to trauma. Boop.
I actually feel like I learned some things.
Yeah.
I wonder how much of that is factual.
It might be copy-pasted from a real thing. It didn't have any like in-universe specific details that sounded out of place.
No, I mean that made sense.
Yeah.
If that is true, the requisite
that might even be the agenda of this game. Is
to teach requisite creepy painting in the weird old house, because of course there is one.
No surprises here.
Wow, way to be like so.
More books than I would know to do.
Dismissive.
One of them's missing.
Is it the one you just read on the table, lady?
You would think it would be, yeah.
Like Winona Ryder, like a buff.
But a buff Winona Ryder.
Yeah. Girl interrupted, but buff.
Wasn't Winona Ryder in Stranger Things?
Yes.
As the ma'am with the Christmas lights?
Yeah. But when Girl Interrupted is my favorite movie with her. She has a haircut like that. She's got red lipstick on. Well, no, her haircut's a little bit shorter. It's a little bit more like, it's boyish. She's very cute in it. Her and Angelina Jolie. It's the only movie I like Angelina Jolie in. She plays a psychopath, which is maybe why I like her so much.
How do I unlock things?
You know, it's funny because if in real life, can you equip it? How do you click garage?
Oh, the mouse does do something. Garage. Struggling with the controls a little bit.
If you wanted to play real life as if, or you want to live real life as if you were playing a video game, you just walk up to people's houses and turn the knob and be like, another locked one.
Door, and then you like have to pull out a map of the entire environment and you cross out that door, the red squiggle.
Eventually you end up going into your own house because the only one that's unlocked.
Nope, there's the book I need apparently. So many bitches.
Wow. You have options.
Why doesn't she want to watch VHSs anymore? Narcissus and Goldman, Herman Hesse.
Here, I'll read this one. He thought that all men trickled away, changing constantly, until they finally dissolved, while the artist-created images remained unchangeably the same. He thought that the fear of death was perhaps the root of all art, perhaps also of all things of the mind. We fear death, we shudder at life's instability, we grieve to see the flowers wilt again and again, and the leaves fall, and in our hearts we know that we too are transitory and will search for laws and formulate thoughts. It is in order to salvage something from the great dance of death, to make something that lasts longer than we do. Perhaps the woman after whom the master shaped his beautiful Madonna is already wilted or dead, and soon he, too, will be dead. Others will live in his house and eat at his table, but his work will still be standing hundreds of years from now and longer. It will go on shimmering in the quiet cloistered church, unchangingly beautiful, forever smiling with the same sad flowering mouth.
Lady Madonna, children at her feet.
I think one of my favorite Edgar Allan Poe stories, and I think the inspiration for a very specific Junji Ito story is the one where the painter paints his beautiful girlfriend, but he gets so enamored by his own painting that he forgets that his girlfriend is sitting there, and I think eventually she starves to death. Like, he just ignores her until he looks up and she's actually just a dead person. It's called the Oval Portrait.
They finally let me push something. Yeah, it sounds like the inspiration for the Tomy.
Yeah, Tomy.
Or one of them.
Well, then there's also like Pygmalion, which is like the myth of that, where the guy makes a sculpture and the sculpture is so beautiful that he falls in love with it. And I want to say one of the gods makes it real. And then also the inspiration from My Fair Lady, which is actually based on that myth. I think it's even in the title. I think it's called My Fair Lady, or like the myth of Pygmalion or something. I want to say they mention it.
Yeah, they do all that because she wouldn't just go into their hut. You see how the camera angle changed angles, but it teleported inside of a building and had to like clip back out of it to catch up with me.
It got stuck.
It took us so long to find that this room existed. The trouble of teleporting cameras sometimes. There we go. See?
Now we can get in the non-cheater way.
Yeah. We almost sequence broke the game. Oop. That's some rapid changing camera angles. Aggressive.
The stairs look like somebody was in the middle of unpacking and they got halfway up the stairs and got tired and gave up bringing the boxes.
Dumped everything there and was like, now I only have one floor.
I'm going to bed.
Or it's just like my closet. You just have stuff spilling out of it. You never quite deal with it, but it keeps spreading outward until it takes over the entire top floor. Just a series of boxes.
I'll have to watch out before Keith's room envelops my own.
Yes. They increase your property. Hundreds, maybe thousands of VHS tapes.
Gosh, what a collector.
Each one is dated. It seems like they go back decades. Yeah, my detritus is like Zerg creep. It just spreads out. It's like, now I can build here. This is all my spawn zone now.
Dude, I'll wake up one morning and then some of your stuff will be in my room. I'm like, what's happening? And you're like, this is my room now. And I said, what? And I move your stuff back out, but the next day there's more stuff in my room.
Very specific pushing mechanic where she just like enters push mode when she's near the pushable thing.
It's a hint.
Which leads to funny moments.
I like how you could do this, but you couldn't just move the fridge over.
Well, because you can only push, you can't pull.
Why is a human like this?
The fridge was in the corner because video games. Letter from T.
Tijuana.
Sam, I tried calling you, but your phone's disconnected, and I don't know what else to do. Everyone is worried. Your boss called Mom and said you stopped showing up. I called Jane and she said she's not talking to you anymore. I know I haven't always been there for you, but if you need anything, I want to help. What's going on with you? Is this about what happened? It was 10 years ago, Sam. It's not your fault. You can't hang on to this forever. I love you. Please call me T. The T of ambiguous identity. Why is there an elevator?
Because the stairs are blocked by boxes. So they just went around and built an elevator. Circumvent the problem.
What is your tattoo? Oh, hello. This is an impossible space. God, what was that movie where they're running down like an alley like this and it keeps getting narrower until they have to like squeeze through?
Oh, I
desperately?
don't know, but that's a not good thought.
Yeah, well, it wasn't. I don't think it was a horror movie. I think it was an action movie. So it was like an up the stakes thing of like, oh fuck, is he gonna make it? Well, that's a big table. Oh no, it's my trauma. Oh, it's me.
No, that's not you.
Yeah, it's my character model.
Well, I guess you just have like you have shoulder pads on.
It's my past catching up with me. My fuzzy, fuzzy past. Heartworm.
Do you remember the first time you realized that one day you were going to die?
I don't remember that.
The way fear went through you, like electricity. The way it consumed your thoughts. The way it paralyzed you. Do you remember that day?
No.
Don't worry. I'll remind you.
No.
What was the last part?
Don't worry, I'll remind you.
Oh no. To be continued. Ooh, is there gonna be more game? Is the that's the thing, is like the premise is that they're demos, so a lot of them, yeah, I'm actually not entirely sure in some cases, like, is this gonna be eventually a full game, or are they all designed to be an incomplete narrative because they're supposed to like tease you for the idea of a game that you'll never play?
Like, are they fake demos or are they real demos? Is that what you're like?
Yeah, to some extent, because like there's an element of being somebody who grew up with PS1 and so on, where there's those demo discs you would get from like magazines and whatnot, and in many cases, because you were a child and you didn't have the access to like the internet and also money to get these games or resources to even find that they even existed, you had a lot of stuff like Intelligent Cube, where it only existed as a demo to like millions of people, and no one ever saw like a real copy of it, so only the demo part is like the real part in people's heads for like the majority of people that know the thing exists. And it's like you have to like track it down 20 years later as an adult with Amazon and eBay and shit. Be like, I'm gonna finally go back and check out that one demo that's like been haunting my memories for 20 years. I think that's like the aesthetic they're going for. Fucking Intelligent Cube belongs on a horror disc. That game was stressful.